Good morning, lovely people. Welcome to another exciting episode of Morning Joan, your daily dose of entertainment, news, and all the juiciest gossip. I'm your host, Joan, and I'm thrilled to have you joining me today. Let's dive right into the latest buzz from the world of cinema. We've got some fantastic news for fans of action-packed movies with an African twist. A new film, Son of the Soil, is making waves in the industry, and we can't wait to share all the details with you. The movie stars Razaka Dodi as a former Nigerian special ops paratrooper who returns home after his sister's murder, only to find his community overrun by a violent drug cartel. With its emotionally charged storyline, stunning cinematography, and talented cast, this film is set to be a game changer. What's even more exciting is that Son of the Soil was filmed entirely in Nigeria, showcasing the country's vibrant culture and breathtaking landscape. The movie's director, Chihi Kyong-chung, has said that working with the Nigerian cast and crew was an unforgettable experience, and we can't wait to see the final product. The film's acquisition by Nile Entertainment is also big news, as it marks another significant milestone in the company's mission to bring cinematic, globally resonant African stories to the fore. With a slate of impressive titles including Ozamedi Macamation and Red Circle, Nile Entertainment is definitely a name to watch out for in the world of African cinema. We'll be keeping a close eye on Son of the Soil as it prepares for its late Q3 or early QQ4 2025 theatrical launch across Nigeria and key African markets. Will it live up to the hype? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure, this movie is going to be a wild ride. That's all for now, folks. We'll be right back with more tea on Morning Joan. Welcome back to Morning Joan. I hope you're all having a fantastic day so far. We've got a great story to dive into now, and it's all about the one and only Bono. The U2 frontman has been making waves with his new solo stage show, Stories of Surrender, and I have to say, it sounds like a real treat. So, this intimate performance sees Bono taking the stage alone, without his trusty bandmates, and sharing stories from his life, including some really personal and poignant anecdotes about his family. He talks about his childhood, his relationship with his parents, and even shares some stories about his wife, Allison. And of course, no Bono show would be complete without some music, so he's also performing stripped-down versions of some of U2's biggest hits. What I find really interesting about this show is that Bono seems to be trying to come across as more humble and down-to-earth. He's always been known for his larger-than-life stage presence, but in Stories of Surrender, he's really trying to connect with the audience on a deeper level. And from what I've heard, it's really working. The show has been getting rave reviews, with many praising Bono's vulnerability and openness. One of the most powerful stories he shares is about his mother, Iris, who passed away when he was just 14. He talks about how her death affected him and his family, and how it shaped him into the person he is today. It's really beautiful to see Bono opening up like this, and I think it's something that will really resonate with audiences. The show has been filmed and is set to premiere on Apple TV later this month, so if you're a U2 fan or just interested in seeing Bono in a new light, be sure to check it out. And who knows, you might even learn something new about this rock legend. That's all for now, folks. Thanks for joining me on this segment of Morning Joan. Stay tuned for today's last cup of tea, right here on Morning Joan. Welcome back to Morning Joan, darling. We've got a fantastic closing segment for you today, all about the latest happenings in the music world. I know, it's been a wild ride, but stick with me, folks. So let's dive right in. Have you heard about Kesha's new single Boy Crazy? No? Well, let me fill you in. The pop star is back and better than ever, singing about wanting to collect romantic partners from around the world and having fun while doing. I mean, who hasn't been there, am I right? The song is an upbeat pop track that's all about embracing your inner wild child and living your best life. And speaking of living your best life, Latto is back with a new single, Somebody, that interpolates Aaliyah's classic hit, Are You That Somebody? Now, I know what you're thinking. Can anyone really do justice to Aaliyah's music? But trust me, darling, Latto brings her own unique style and swag to the table. The result is a tried and true Atlanta hip-hop track that's guaranteed to get you moving. I love how both Kesha and Latto are unapologetically themselves, embracing their emotions and channeling them into their music. As Kesha so eloquently put it, "If you feel rage, people can go bash a window of a car, but for me, if I feel rage, I take it to the studio, and I currently surround myself with incredibly safe people that help me take my emotion and we alchemize it into song. Now, that's what I call therapy, darling." And Latto, oh Latto! She's all about being competitive, not just with others, but with herself. I mean, who can relate to constantly trying to outdo themselves? But in all seriousness, it's refreshing to see an artist who's so focused on her craft and isn't afraid to speak her mind. So there you have it, folks. A little taste of what's new and exciting in the music world. Remember, if you're feeling rage or any other emotion, just take a page out of Kesha's book and channel it into something creative. And always be true to yourself, just like Latto. That's all for today's Morning Joan. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, stay fabulous.